My name's John Morley.
My name is John Morley.
Detective.
Okay.
And today is a momentous day.
Okay.
After enduring the
character
most
नाम
exquisite
John Morley है,
tortures
private
at the
detective है.
hands of those blasted nurses, and being pumped full of enough medicine to fell an ox, today I'm finally free.
Okay. Let's
Who
go.
would have thought that the case of the Red Shoes murder would end the way it did? A stormy night, soaked to the skin, wrestling that brainless killer on a rooftop. Then a slip and a 5-story plunge.
Then a flight story plot. Okay.
It appears you're awake at last. We had considerable difficulty rousing you earlier this morning, so I deemed it best to let you rest a while longer.
Hi, nurse. Nurse are
I bring
beautiful,
you
by the way.
good news. The latest test results are favourable,
Okay.
and the doctor has authorised your discharge.
Damn.
You are now officially ready to go.
Okay,
I have
let's
placed your
go.
belongings on the table. Oh, and a lady stopped by this morning with some clothes from the dry cleaner.
Clothes and the woman?
A woman brought my clothes from the dry cleaner. Was it Penny?
What is Penny?
I couldn't say. She arrived quite early, before my shift began. I've placed the garments in the wardrobe to keep them from getting wrinkled.
Okay. Hi.
So I'm better now.
Yes, you are much improved. Both your physical and psychological assessments have been satisfactory, and there are no impediments to your returning to your normal life. Now,
Gotcha.
if you'll excuse me, I have other patients to attend to.
Yeah, you
I
are
wish you all
excused.
the best.
Yeah, thank you very much. चल भाई ये क्या चीज है?
That's me, Bloodhound Morley.
Private detective John Morley, private detective 26B, Hartford Street, London. Okay. 5 February 1945. Okay.
Trench coat and fedora hat. Every detective's must have.
Yeah. Okay. उसके बाद
These notes from Penny, my secretary. She
John,
must have left it here a few days ago
I'm
while I was
but
still
I
under
just can't
observation.
keep going on this way. Hey, Penny जी ठीक है.
Damn it, Penny. I don't blame her, though. I'm a right mess. I've managed to lose the only 2 things that kept me grounded. Yes.
चल भाई. So इसको nightmares आ रहे तो वो जो है सच नहीं है.
I better hurry up. Just like Penny says in her note, I might have a new client this afternoon. And with the way things are going, I can't afford to
cannot
let
go
that slip
there.
away.
Oh wow. What are you doing? Bye, beautiful nurse. Bye. Now it's my time to discharge. Bye bye. Let's go. घर
Alright,
चले.
let's get moving. Today's the
The
first
first
day
day
of the rest of my life.
Yo, let's go on moving, bro. अच्छा ये मेरा रूम नहीं है, मेरा रूम ऊपर
Everything's got that same old charm, and yet feels oddly new. This hospital stint's given me a bit of a new outlook.
आवाज
Maybe I'll
किसकी आ
take
रही
it
है?
a shade easier from now on.
Oh,
Sticking to cases that don't demand a trip to
ah,
the
got the key.
Here they are. Penny's keys. Just like it says in her note.
भाई ये पैनी के घर में है. Okay. अच्छा डिटेक्टिव वो मार ली. ठीक है, बंद करो दरवाजा. I have to close it? No, I can't close it right now.
Penny's desk.
अच्छा यहाँ
I
पर
ought to give her a ring and try to sweet talk her into coming back.
समझ गया, जा चुके
The
भाई.
murder
और
weapon from the cadaver collector case.
ठीक है.
Nasty. The case of the Red
Red
Shoes
Shoes
murder.
murder. One of the
most complicated I've faced.
Okay.
Finally. Case
Closed. अच्छा. अपने केसों के बारे में बताना शॉर्ट फॉर्म में. हमें नहीं जानना भाई, हमें नहीं जानना. और बताओ क्या करना है हमें. आप क्या करना है? ओके. ठीक है चल.
The Scarlet Page. I trust Penny didn't go snooping through my things while I was away.
अरे वाह. 18 plus में exit.
Oh, my apologies, madam. I didn't hear you come in.
Who is she भाई? ये
I
कौन
was a
है?
bit distracted.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Good
Morley.
afternoon. Good afternoon,
I
man.
trust your assistant informed you of my visit as promised.
Okay,
My
no.
apologies. I was rather engrossed and didn't notice your
your
arrival. To whom do I owe the honour of this meeting?
Lady Margaret Fordside. The fourth Countess of Bloomsbury.
अच्छा.
Lady Margaret, could you tell me what brings you here today?
What brings you here
How
today?
can I assist you?
I shall endeavour to be as candid as possible. 20 years ago, when my daughter was just 18,
Okay.
she was brutally murdered.
Oh my god, बिचारी भाई.
It happened at our family estate, Bloomsbury Manor. Someone slipped into the house unnoticed, and upon reaching her room, delivered 5 fatal stab wounds to her chest,
अच्छा.
lungs,
And
and
heart.
heart.
बिचारी.
The police, eager to close the case, hastily blamed and condemned 2 violent thieves who clearly had nothing to do with her death.
Damn.
The investigation was closed, and justice was never served.
बिचारी. So who killed her,
I'm
right?
prepared to offer you £30,000 if you take on
30,000.
this case,
My god.
and a further £30,000 if you can solve it and bring the true killer to light.
Who?
Tell me, Mr. Morley, will
60,000.
you accept this case?
I understand your distress, Lady Fordside. But before I commit to anything, might I trouble you with a few questions?
Yes.
By all means, Mr. Morley. Ask whatever you must.
Okay, so क्या पूछा जाए इससे? भाई क्योंकि बचपन में मरा है तो पहला why now पूछता हूँ. Why now? पहले इसके मेंशन के बारे में पूछूंगा अब.
Tell me about Bloomsbury Manor. Do you still reside there?
After Elodie's death, I abandoned the estate.
Okay.
I couldn't bear to remain there, to live within those walls. Even now, when I visit the manor, it still feels as though I can hear her footsteps echoing through the halls.
Damn.
Her voice humming that old melody. The delusions of an old woman who has mourned her daughter for far too long, Mr. Morley. No mother should ever have to bury her child. Should you accept the case, Bloomsbury Manor would likely be the best place to begin the investigation. I shall not impede your work, as I now reside at Bedford Square, in the heart of the city.
Okay. ठीक है. अब ये क्वेश्चन तो मैंने पूछ दिया. Next. Why now? Why now?
A case that's been cold for
20 years.
You certainly don't make it easy for me, Lady Margaret. What made you decide to seek out a detective now?
Now क्यों? आप
For
क्यों
over
detective
2
ले रही है?
decades, I've fought tirelessly to have the case reopened, to prove that the real murderer escaped justice.
Okay.
But all in vain. Neither solicitors nor well-meaning police friends, nor even journalists hungry for a dark story have managed to uncover anything. Then one day, I read about your success in solving the case of the Red Shoes killer.
जो अभी हमने देखा.
Regrettably, I also learned of the unfortunate incident that left you hospitalized with grievous injuries. On the advice of your secretary, Miss Penny, I waited patiently for your recovery. And now
here
I am.
Okay. Okay, समझ गया भाई, समझ गया. The wrong man.
Tell me about the men the police arrested. Why are you so certain they weren't guilty?
2 days after the murder, the police arrested a pair of violent thieves who were terrorizing the county at the time. Though they swore their innocence in my daughter Elodie's death, their criminal record completely undermined their defense. Seizing the opportunity, the police locked them away for their other crimes, and the case was closed. But what has always struck me as suspicious is that nothing was stolen on the night my Elodie was killed. If those thieves were truly the culprits, why would they murder her and then leave without taking a single piece of silver?
Okay.
It doesn't add up, Mr. Morley.
समझ गया. Any witnesses?
Were there any witnesses? Did anyone see or hear anything?
किसी ने कुछ देखा?
At midnight. The house was practically empty at the time.
Okay.
With only a few servants and a guest who was sleeping in the west wing. I was the only one who might have heard something, as my room was next to hers. Unfortunately, I had taken a sleeping draught and fell into a deep slumber. It is a decision I shall regret for the rest of my days.
I got it.
Well, I believe I have all the information I need to get started.
I accept the case and will begin the investigation immediately. Let's go, bro.
Pleased to hear that.
Let's go, boys.
My
Let's go.
butler will bring
Now
you
we
the
have to solve this
30,000
case, bhai.
pounds tomorrow morning. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have matters to attend to. Once you uncover the culprit, contact me at once, and I shall promptly deliver the remaining 30,000 pounds.
Ooh, yes.
Please, Mr. Morley, unravel this harrowing mystery that has tormented me for so long.
क्या सीन है? Wow. What's that? What's that? What's that?
As I made my way through the dense forest path,
Mm-hmm.
a haunting silence enveloped the air.
Okay.
It was as though the very night of the crime still lingered here, shrouded in an eerie calm.
So ये उस
The
मेंशन में
manor stood
चलेगा.
before me, its facade as inscrutable as the shadows that danced in the moonlight.
Damn, bro. Damn. तो इस घर में मर्डर हुआ
Every step
उसका.
I took felt like a step
Deeper into the heart of the
into
mystery
the heart of a mystery that refused to
to be
forgotten.
forbidden. चल भाई. चलें? यहाँ मैंने अपनी कार पार्क करी है. अब हमें आगे चलना था मेंशन की तरफ को. लेट्स गो भाई, लेट्स गो. कहाँ भाई? ऐसे मैंने नोटिस किया कौवे पहले दिख जाते हैं भाई. कुछ दिखे ना दिखे, कौवे पहले दिख जाते हैं भाई. जू कुछ है तो नहीं? नहीं, लग तो नहीं रहा. लेट्स गो, लेट्स गो भाई, लेट्स गो भाई, लेट्स गो रे ब्रो, लेट्स गो. चले घर के अंदर, चले. चलो, लेट्स गो. I am at house भाई, I am at house.
Not a sound. The stillness feels heavy,
दरवाजा कैसे बंद हुआ?
like it's hiding something.
ये क्या चीज़ है भाई? Miss, my lady, I will kindly ask that once the mail service is complete, you grant a few moments to your time to the library. John Morley, your housekeeper. Housekeeper?
So, the housekeeper left a note for the Countess,
Okay.
asking her to meet here on the day of the murder. I wonder what truly happened during that encounter.
क्या हुआ था?
Very well. Let's piece the events together, step by step.
ठीक है. ठीक है. इधर ये मिली. ये हाउस की उसने नोट छोड़ा था इसके लिए. ये क्या चीज़ है भाई?
2 chairs. One of them knocked over.
2 chairs, one of them knocked over. ठीक है.
Lipstick stains.
अच्छा.
Same shade the Countess wore when she visited my office.
So ये तो उसने पिया. चलो, ये चाय इसने पी.
An empty envelope. Did the housekeeper hand the Countess a letter?
ये क्या है?
The housekeeper's cup is still here. Tea spilled across the table. She never got to drink it.
Okay.
Looks like someone arranged tea in the library that day.
ठीक है.
It seems they met here. But something went wrong during the conversation.
भाई, अच्छा, ये फ्लैशबैक में ले जा रहा मुझे बार-बार.
I am very angry. After all these years of service, this is how you repay me? Walking away like this?
Sorry, madam, but the situation has become unbearable. My bags are already packed.
इसकी हाउसकीपर जा रही है इसको छोड़ के. पर क्यों?
The Countess threw the housekeeper out in a fit of rage.
ठीक है.
In her haste, the housekeeper forgot one of her bags. What was it that unsettled the housekeeper enough to abandon her post so suddenly?
तो ये बोल रहा है कि उस हाउसकीपर ने सडनली कैसे वो छोड़ दिया. मतलब जॉब अचानक से क्यों छोड़ी उसने? अच्छी खासी जॉब कर रही थी, उसको छोड़ के रिजाइन देके क्यों चली गई अपनी मालकिन को? ओके, चलो लेट्स सी. ठीक है. किसी ने आग लगाई है.
Lady Ford sighed, still seething, burned something in the fireplace.
क्या जलाया इसने भाई? क्या जलाया? क्या जलाया इसने? My lady, I have reached a decision thought I was having upon my heart and so to ties and have a long bound me into this house. Well, since the reason Kylie William, my family has served very lovely and esteemed has made me strict and faithful to my duties. However, there are limits to all the things, and a lady in the house has been frequently by certain individuals whose odds with the principal with the legal and devotees. It's not coincidence that my family motto is absolute sacrifice. Please do not concern yourself to understand our family work for the best services.
The housekeeper resigned.
Okay.
Seems something or someone troubled her greatly.
ठीक है, लेडी मार के 5 चुराए.
Elodie was committed to a psychiatric facility, but she supposedly recovered from whatever ailed her. Lady Margaret and a young woman.
Okay.
I suppose it's Elodie.
Okay, ये है उसकी
They look
बेटी.
happy.
गाना कौन गा रहा है? Somebody is singing. गाना कौन गा रही है और क्यों गा रही है भाई? ये क्यों गा रही है? कौन गा रही है? क्यों गा रही है भाई? ये क्या चीज है?
Here lies Elodie. Rest eternally, beloved daughter, beneath the tree that once watched you grow.
अच्छा,
So this is where Elodie is buried.
यहाँ पर वो कर रखी है वो लड़की भाई. ये क्या चीज है भाई?
A young woman screaming in the middle of the darkness.
भाई ये इसकी बेटी को क्या क्या किसके किसके शौक है भाई? क्या क्या शौक है इसकी बेटी को? है नई नई चीजों की. ये
This
क्या?
looks like Elodie's diary. Let's see what her last entries reveal.
क्या था? ये क्या कर रही थी?
I'm absolutely over the moon. Walter has written to say he is coming.
Who is
I met him
Walter?
at the Western Sanatorium, and we have grown so very close. He was there recovering from the trauma of a shipwreck, where he tragically lost his companions. By sheer luck, he was rescued, but not before spending an entire year on an island living amongst the natives. He truly is an adventurer.
Oi, oi.
Is there someone
Who
else
is-
in the house?
Oi! Someone else in the house, bro. Bro, someone is there. Oi, oi, ये कौन है? Oi, who is he?
Who the devil is that man?
Who the devil is that?
He had a knife.
Ah.
I'm completely in the dark here. I don't think he saw me.
Bro, कौन था वो दूसरा बंदा जिसने चाकू पकड़ा भाई? Damn.
This must be Walter Brandon's room.
ये क्या चीज है भाई? वॉल्टर का रूम है ये क्या
The
था?
diary of Walter Brandon.
Okay.
Perhaps it holds some clues about who he was and what his involvement in this case might be.
चल भाई कुछ ना कुछ तो.
An empty bottle. It smells of good rum.
Empty bottle.
A compass and a sextant. Tools of a sailor. A model ship. Mr. Brandon must have felt a deep yearning for the sea.
Oi.
I am terrified that man has found me. I fear something dreadful is about to happen.
कौन है भाई ये?
Tonight
कौन
as
है?
I awoke, I saw him standing at the foot of my bed.
Okay.
I could not make out his face,
Okay.
but his knife,
Mm-hmm.
the gleam of its blade, shone in the darkness.
Okay.
I sprang up suddenly, determined to confront this stranger. Grabbing the heavy candlestick from the nightstand, I hurled it with all my strength.
Damn.
He vanished into the dark.
ये क्या चीज है? ओए भाई, ओए!
Coming here was a grave mistake. He has followed me, watching and lurking in dark corners,
भाई,
waiting to surprise me.
who is he?
I dare not tell Elodie. She would think the one thing I dread most for her to believe. I see him again from the window, watching me.
Damn.
His long hair and beard obscure his face.
Oi.
And he still holds that knife.
Oi.
He means to kill me.
Damn. अच्छा ये मानना चाह रहा था, ये था उसका मर्डरर, क्या चीज है?
I am losing my faculties. It is best I return to the ship.
Okay.
Everyone seems to be conspiring against me.
Mm-hmm.
The housekeeper despises me, accusing me of misconduct.
अच्छा, आप समझ में आया, हाउसकीपर इससे भाग रही है.
But I know what respect is. Yet this morning, as I woke from my rest, she was enraged with me. It was of no use to tell her I had slept peacefully. An external maid who comes to clean was crying and accusing me of having approached her in an unseemly manner. I would never do such a thing.
भाई
I
साहब.
am a sailor, a man of the world. I know how to conduct myself.
तो वो उसके साथ कुछ करना चाह रही थी. Got it भाई, लड़की.
The last entry in the diary, dated the very night of the murder.
अच्छा.
My beloved Elodie.
Okay.
Why can you not believe this poor sailor, who only wishes to love you?
Okay.
I have left everything behind. My ship, the sea, all my world, just to be by your side as you asked me to.
ये इसका बाप है क्या है? कुछ है, बॉयफ्रेंड है?
Damn it. I can hear the man with the knife coming up the stairs from the hall. I need to hide.
Walter was terrified. What in the devil was happening here?
Bhai.
It seems this trunk was all Walter owned, a photograph of Elodie. No doubt, seems I'm not the only one with a fondness for hats.
Damn. Oi! Oh, नीचे से हो. This is the guy.
Him again. Who the bloody hell are you?
Who are you? Bro. भाई चाकू के साथ आ रहा हो, चाकू के साथ हो. Should I run?
This room looks like it belongs to a woman.
भाई ये किसका रूम है ये?
This is a nightmare. I am deeply concerned for Elodie.
ये इसकी माँ है, Elodie की माँ है.
Warning me about Walter.
She is the mother of her.
The bed is made. The Countess hadn't yet gone to bed on the night of the murder.
ठीक है. ओए वो ये क्या है?
Last night I heard him scream.
Okay.
He seemed to be in the throes of a panic attack. I approached on tiptoe to the guest quarters. And then suddenly I was struck with terror.
Damn.
An insane, maniacal laughter echoed through the night. It did not sound like him. The following morning, Walter and Elodie went out to sail on the pond. Everything appeared normal, and he was the most charming he has ever been.
Walter जो है वो Elodie से गुल्लू करता है. समझ गया मैं. कुछ चल रहा है इनका. ये क्या है?
Something made of glass is shattered here.
क्या है? अच्छा. What?
Oh my God, Elodie!
Lady Margaret, quite agitated, grabbed the fireplace poker and rushed toward Elodie's room.
भाई, आवाज आई.
Lady Margaret lied to me. She hadn't taken any sleeping draught that night. She could have heard the attack and rushed to see what was happening. Why did she hide this from me?
भाई.
The more I investigate, the more convoluted it all seems. I should head to Elodie's room to search for answers.
चल, ये है Elodie का रूम. ये है Elodie का रूम, हाँ. जो हाँ मारी है, इसको मारा गया.
There was a struggle here, clear as day. Not a clean break-in.
भाई.
The killer wasn't subtle.
यहाँ तोड़ा गया. यहाँ इसका उसका मर्डर हुआ था एंड यहाँ लड़ाई झगड़ा चल रहा था. डैम. ये क्या है? डॉल?
A rag doll, tossed on the floor.
Okay.
I'd wager it used to sit neatly on the bed. Either it was knocked over in the scuffle, or perhaps Elodie dropped it herself in the panic.
Damn.
Photograph of Elodie Fordside and Walter Brandon. If my memory serves me right.
They both gullu gullu.
Looks like it was taken at Westland Asylum.
Elodie और उसका बॉयफ्रेंड है. ठीक है. अगर और क्या है इधर? और क्या? ओ खून.
A pool of dried blood. There's no doubt now.
यहाँ पर ही मारा गया उसको भाई.
Was the scene of the crime.
Damn bro.
Judging by the sheer
he
brutality
just killed him
of the
right
crime,
here only. What the fuck?
we can almost certainly conclude the killer was
Okay.
a man of considerable build.
Mm-hmm.
The blood-stained coat, found alongside the greenhouse knife,
Mm-hmm.
suggests that the mysterious figure seen loitering nearby may, in fact, be the very same individual who committed the murder.
Ooh.
They say the killer always returns to the scene of the crime. But 20 years have passed.
Now?
Why now? Let's attempt to reconstruct the events, just as they might have unfolded that night.
20 साल हो गए हैं और बंदा अब कैसे कर रहा है मुझे ये समझ नहीं आ रहा भाई. क्या किया जाए? Something is there भाई. Something is there. ये क्या है? ये क्या है?
A teacup on the bedside table.
ये है. ऐसे सोई थी.
Elodie must have lain down that night.
हाँ ऐसे सोई थी
perhaps
होगी.
already drifting to sleep.
ऐसे सोई होगी. और ये क्या किया?
The door was locked, completely broken.
ओए!
Indicates someone forced their way into the room.
इसने दरवाजा तोड़ा.
Likely startling Elodie awake.
Damn. Damn. Shit. ओए!
Elodie tried to flee, but the killer cornered her near the vanity.
अच्छा.
She lost her balance and fell, breaking the dresser and chair.
Whew. Shit. ये क्या एलईडी ने मतलब समझ गया भाई. बेचारी और कर भी क्या सकती थी. उसके बाद क्या हुआ? ये देखो. वो इसके हाथ में चाकू है. ये कौन है कौन है बंदा? ये क्या था? ये क्या है?
The killer dragged her to the bed against her will. In the struggle, one of the vases fell from the mantelpiece.
अच्छा, वॉज तब गिरा स्ट्रगल के चक्कर में. जब वो लड़ाई हुई तब वॉज गिरा. अच्छा जी. ओए ये.
On the bed, the killer stabbed her mercilessly, again and again, staining the sheets with blood.
इसने मारा again and again. Tat. बेचारी. Shit. फिर ये क्या है? अच्छा ये उसके रूम में मिला दादी के. इसकी
That's when
मम्मी.
Lady Margaret arrived, striking the killer with the fireplace poker,
ओए.
knocking him away from Elodie.
अच्छा. ठीक है.
Wounded, the killer fled the scene, but it was already too late.
अच्छा.
Elodie was already dead.
तो इसको इसकी शक्ल क्यों नहीं दिखी रात को भाई? ये क्या हो रहा है? ओ बेचारी भाई, ओ बेचारी.
The old Bloomsbury mansion. It choked my thoughts. It had that kind of sadness that seeps into your bones like old damp. And that sudden abandonment, so clear before my eyes, looked like a sinister time capsule.
He was watching over both of them. He saw him. Shit. मतलब ऐसा हुआ, तब इसने आवाज सुनी, तब ये इसके रूम में गई.
One thing was certain.
Okay.
My next move was to dig up answers about the man with the knife, and about Walter Brandon, the sailor from Westland Asylum, an old forgotten sanatorium that, 20 years ago, was the scene of a meeting between Elodie Fordside and that Brandon fellow.
Should I go? How to open the... Bro, legit bro, समझ गया bro. I have to go to that space. कहाँ? नीचे garden के नीचे. ये रही. Ooh, damn.
The killer likely fled through the rear door of the house.
ये क्या है भाई? ये क्या चीज़ है?
At that old fountain in the garden. Now little more than a basin of stagnant water.
Fountain में उसका हाथ है भाई.
One can still make out the faint impressions of
Fountain में
bloodied
उसका हाथ
hands.
है भाई.
It seems almost certain the killer stopped here, in a hurried attempt to wash away some of the blood spattered across his body.
अच्छा, उसके खून, उसके शरीर में जो खून लगा उसको हाइड करने के लिए यहाँ पर रुका. बहन का भाई. इसके हाथ किधर गया है? इसके बाद ओए दरवाजा खोलो.
The gate still bears the macabre traces of that old tragedy, like a silent witness, pointing to the path taken by that murderous beast.
इस रास्ते से भागा वो मर्डरर. ओके भाई, भाई ये क्या है?
A filthy coat, soaked in some kind of blackened, hardened liquid,
भाई ये तो
aged over time. Here's the missing kitchen knife.
ओए
Undoubtedly
इस
the
नाइफ
murder
से
weapon.
मारा था उसने भाई. अच्छा समझ गया हम स्टोरी. आप समझ में आ रही है?
Despite his injuries, the killer rid himself of anything that might incriminate him before fleeing the scene.
ये है किलर.
Boots, the coat, even the knife. It's a chilling thought, but those very items remind me of the figure seen lurking near the manor. The same figure Walter Brandon spoke of with such dread. And perhaps the very one who was said to have harassed the maids. That mysterious presence was, in all likelihood,
इसने मेड्स को हरास्ट किया था और वो मेड जिसको सोच रही थी उसको.
It was an ungodly hour when my battered car crept along the winding, shadowed road leading to Westland Asylum.
Shit. Westland Asylum, अच्छा जो asylum.
Upon arrival was disquieting. The building, forsaken for more than a decade, remained illuminated. Was it some ancient emergency system defying the passage of time? Or was someone awaiting my arrival?
Shit भाई shit. भाई अभी किधर जाना भाई? First aid.
The girl. How is the girl?
You mean Miss Elodie Fortside? Don't worry, that bloke didn't lay a finger on her. But you took quite a knock. This is going to smart.
We must formalise the admission of Miss Elodie Fortside. I have her file here.
That girl? What do you think of her?
I don't quite know. She seems a good girl. I do hope she recovers soon.
I know what Dr. Mulder thinks of her.
Oh, don't be wicked.
You cannot tell me you haven't noticed. Have you seen the way he looks at her?
Shh, hush now. Someone's coming.
It seems the nurses were gossiping about a certain Dr. Mulder, who appeared to be especially taken with Elodie.
Elodie के साथ ये डॉक्टर टेकन कौन है भाई?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Mr. Morley, is that you?
Lady Margaret?
Mr. Morley, I'm so relieved to hear your voice. I've been trying to reach your office, but I couldn't get through to anyone.
Huh?
It's awfully late at night, Lady Margaret. How on earth did you know I was at Westland Asylum?
कैसे पता चला इसको?
Well, I was already in bed, truth be told. But there was something on my mind. A vital detail I'd forgotten to mention.
What?
I called your office, searched for you at the mansion, and when I couldn't find you there, I assumed you might be investigating at the asylum.
I see. Very resourceful of you. Now tell me, what is this detail of such importance?
Oh, yes, of course. I almost forgot. You see, the truth is, I'm afraid that you're not alone.
What the devil does that mean? Hello?
I'm not alone?
Lady
Hello?
Margaret?
Wait! I already got ye.
Wait.
Ye.
No, it can't be. There he is, in the photo. Dr. Sheddenand in the center. And right next to him, it's him. The man with the knife. That wild mane, that unkempt beard, it's unmistakable. But what's he doing here? And he's holding a book. What was that noise? Sounds like something just came crashing down.
कुछ मत खोलना मेरे लिए.
Patient recording, Elodie Fordside, February 3rd, 1922. Daily record number 23. Let us begin. How are you feeling today, Miss Fordside?
I feel well.
Elodie, we have discussed this before. If you do not tell me how you truly feel, we will make no progress.
I feel a little sad, perhaps. I am alone here. I miss my mother and having company. So much time with nothing to do makes me think of things I do not wish to think of.
I see. Listen, Elodie. I believe you are looking at this the wrong way. If, instead of dwelling on what you call dark thoughts, you were to focus on possibilities, your outlook would change entirely. A young, beautiful woman such as yourself should look to the future with excitement. Think of all the adventures that lie ahead. Your family, your career as a painter, perhaps even finding a man of good standing, one who could protect you from your demons.
A man?
Tell me, Elodie, is there no man who stirs your heart?
What in God's name do you think you're doing?
Miss Fordside, you may go. We shall continue later.
Very well.
Have you lost your mind? Where is your professionalism?
Do not presume to judge my methods with your oh-so-righteous reading therapy.
Methods? The entire hospital is whispering about you. She is a patient, Dr. Mulder, and she is mentally unwell.
Listen, Sheddenand. Stay out of my affairs, and I shall stay out of yours. Or have you forgotten which one of us is the director of this institution?
Do as you please.
Bro,
but if I ever witness such a scene again, I will not remain silent.
Damn fool.
इस कमरे में गए. What the fuck? ये तो उसका पति so called sailor. Doctor, there is something about you that you can't ignore. A quiet strength and resolve in the feeling. Why? चाबी किसकी चाबी है?
This must be the key to the attic. Let's see where it leads.
अरे आतक की ले गई आतक की. पर और कुछ भी नहीं है क्या इस कमरे में? ये क्या चीज़ है?
That hospital screen is positioned like the sail of a ship.
Bro, sail of a ship. And वो जो उसका बाप था, जो भी था, जो जिसको हेल्यूसिनेशन था कि वो मारने वाला है करके, वो जो लड़की का वो है. हाय, रुक जा.
Stella Maris. That was the name of the ship captained by Walter Brandon.
वॉल्टर ब्रैंडन नाम था उसका भाई. मुझे लग रहा है वॉल्टर ही कुछ कर रहा है. चीजें भाई.
Powerful drugs for depression. Looks like Elodie found herself a little hideaway to keep practicing her dark craft.
Bye.
Elodie found painting, and with it, a way to spill the shadows that crawled through her mind.
Bro.
A pair of scissors and a comb. Hair on the chair, strands on the floor. This is where the transformation took place.
Ocha!
She remade patient 1365 in the image of her most secret longings.
What? Damn.
An alarm clock. Most likely, they used it to slip back to the second floor before anyone noticed they were gone. Every detail planned to perfection. Their secret hideaway. Like two reckless teenagers, they started a romance, hidden from the prying eyes of doctors and nurses. For a while, they managed to keep their affair in the shadows,
far
from the eyes of doctors and nurses.
इनका रोमांस चल रहा था इधर. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you fucking kidding me? They were doing romance here. So it was in her mind, भाई. Alter Walden का कोई था ही नहीं, and it was in her mind. Damn, bro.
A draft letter, scratched out and full of corrections.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
She goaded him into leaving the sanatorium. That man was desperately ill. But Elodie's selfishness outweighed what little sense she had. She pushed him too far. If I pieced this together correctly, that Walter was never really Walter at all. There was another personality. She called it the Shadow, a dominant, dangerous force that surfaced again and again in his life. The threads are beginning to unravel. But I need to see this through.
Why?
What truly happened to Walter Brandon?
ये टेप में क्या है भाई?
Patient number 1365 returns after an absence of 4 months. He's in a state of utter disorientation.
Okay.
Perspiration pouring off him.
Okay.
And good heavens, there's a severe wound to the skull.
Okay.
His clothes and hands are covered in blood, and it doesn't appear to be his own. He cannot recall his name, nor anything that's happened during these past months.
ठीक है.
Seems to have found his way back here more by some strange instinct than by memory itself. The personality once known as Walter has vanished entirely, as has the entity we refer to as the Shadow. Though, given his nature, I cannot say with certainty it isn't still lurking beneath the surface.
Ooh.
We have treated cases of dissociative identity before, but never one such as this. His appearance, his voice, even his build and weight change quite drastically. Now he looks frail, gaunt, empty, as though there's nothing inside, as though he were but an empty shell, waiting to be occupied. His condition calls for far stricter supervision. This institution is no longer equipped to care for him. I am ordering his immediate transfer to St. Dimpna Hospital.
ये कौन है?
Dr. Former, a specialist in matters such as this, will take him under his care. As I near the end of my tenure as director, I must see this case brought to a decisive close. The blood upon his hands, the emptiness in his eyes, all point to an act of the gravest kind. One his mind appears to have erased entirely. God help us if the
Bro, मतलब ये जो है.
So it seems Walter came back to the sanatorium of his own accord, though he was utterly incapable of recalling what he'd done. They moved him to St. Dymphna's Hospital. Could he still be there after 20 years? What became of him? I'll have to follow this lead. That man returned to the new sanatorium, remembering practically nothing. Maybe it was the wound Lady Margaret left him. Or maybe his mind shattered and never came back after what happened that night. As for me, I was hired to find the one who killed Elodie Fordside, and my intuition told me they were still there, in the depths of St. Dymphna. I sensed that the end of the road was waiting for me in that place.
अंदर ही है, मेरे को लग रहा अंदर ही है वो बंदा. Should I go inside? ये किसका रूम है भाई?
John Morley and the case of the red shoes.
हैं?
What the devil does this mean?
हैं? ये तो मेरा केस है भाई. ये तो मैंने कर रखा था अभी. ये तो मैंने हो.
Lady Margaret.
That fateful night, I was startled by the noise. Those wretched cries of agony from dear Elodie.
Huh?
I rushed to her chambers, and there you stood, stained with the blood of the one soul I cherished above all others in this world. The housekeeper had warned me, but I turned a deaf ear. Elodie was finally happy, even amidst your incessant bouts of volatility.
Acha.
Yet, with the passage of time, your demeanour darkened. More and more frequently, that sinister presence lurking within you began to surface, each appearance more violent than the last. Elodie no longer gazed upon you with the starry-eyed affection of a smitten young woman. The atmosphere in this house grew suffocating, fraught with an unbearable tension. That very afternoon I spoke with her. She had resolved to end your engagement. You seemed, or so I dared hope, to have accepted it with grace. But that night, that very night, you ended her life in the most savage manner imaginable.
Me ended?
I threw myself upon Elodie, desperate to save her. But alas, it was far too late. Months later, I learned you had returned voluntarily to the sanatorium. I sought answers and immersed myself in understanding the afflictions that plagued you. Dissociative identity disorder, they called it. A condition in which one might host multiple identities, each vying for dominion over the body. But the man confined in that bleak institution was not the shadow, not the fiend who had stolen my daughter. No. He was but the shell, the hapless vessel. And I yearned to find the true culprit, not the facade, the murderer himself. Thus I devised my plan. I came to visit you, and just as Elodie had done, I crafted a new role for you, a new identity to inhabit. I brought books, personal artifacts, penned letters as Penny. I leased an office and prepared every detail meticulously, down to the smallest thread, for your return as John Morley. Everything had to be flawless. And why, you may ask?
Why?
To make you remember.
Why?
To awaken the shadow. To summon forth the murderer from the abyss of your fractured mind. John Morley is a good man. Walter Brandon was a spirited young sailor, brimming with love for Elodie. But the shadow was a merciless, unrepentant killer. I wanted to destroy the murderer who had stolen my daughter. But I could never bring myself to harm an innocent man. My obsession, my singular purpose, was to awaken the shadow.